month of May, of course, is the best time of year. It happens to be the best time of year to eat asparagus because guess what? It is National Asparagus Month. Whether it is grilled, sautéed, steamed, this age-old root always adds color and flavor to any dish. Joining us now with a new way of serving up asparagus is the executive chef from the Philadelphia Fish Company, Chef Justin Rambo Garwood. How are you?
I'm well. How are you?
That was good. May, Asparagus Month.
Yeah, the whole month is right in the middle of prime asparagus season.
Best time for folks out there to go out shopping and look for some different types of asparagus.
Definitely, definitely.
You're the executive chef, Philadelphia Fish Company, and you're known as the vegetable king.
Yeah, I'm a big fan of vegetables.
And that's good for our heart and our health and our system and overall. Tell us about the asparagus you brought here today.
Okay, we have, this is white asparagus. This is actually this is South American grown. They also grow white asparagus. It's more common in Europe. What they do is when they grow it, it's covered so the chlorophyll never develops. And it tastes entirely different from the green asparagus. This is the jumbo asparagus.
The kind we see more or less in grocery stores.
Yeah, this is the most common one you'll find. And sometimes it's tough and you need to peel the outside of it first.
Okay.
As you can see, we tie them all up because it helps hold together when it blanches.
Pencil?
And this is the pencil asparagus, which at the restaurant we sharpen on a pencil sharpener because it's pencil asparagus.
What dish are you going to make for us today?
We're going to roll some pencil asparagus and some smoked salmon with a little olive oil and lemon juice.
Well, let's get started on it.
Okay. Asparagus is a natural affinity for fats. Most European cuisines will add some form of butter or a mayonnaise to it. In these healthier times, smoked salmon has, omega-3 fatty acids, which are really good for you, and some great extra virgin olive oil. You can have great flavor without having to have quite so much fat to
I always
diet.
wonder how much, you just cut the ends there a little bit. How much, as we continue to do this, how much should you cut off at the end before you cook and serve?
You usually look for about a quarter inch. When it's in season, you'll be able to cut off a little bit less, but it's out of season, you'll find a large woody stalk. Sometimes you have to lose as much as 2 inches.
Oh, okay. So you cut it down to where it gets a little tough at the end. These you've already cut off.
These I've already trimmed down,
okay.
Yes.
And then what do you take this, roll it up, and just a nice little sort of a way to sort of prepare and serve?
Right. These are already pre-blanched. I just boiled these for a few seconds.
Just for a few seconds?
Just for a few seconds.
Just hot boiling water, drop it in and pull it out.
And then right into ice water to cool it down.
To cool it down.
And so you just roll them up.
Now what will you put in this pan?
That is actually a non-stick pan, so it doesn't need any oil to cook with. You don't need to add any extra fats.
This is the best time of year because between now and as we move over here and start to cook, this is the best time of year between now and what, June?
Between now and mid-June are really the prime time for asparagus as far as the local harvest is concerned.
Right.
It can be shipped in from South America and various other places that produce it. However, local is always better.
What's your favorite type of vegetable?
I really have to say I do love asparagus.
Why do you like asparagus? I like it. I tried it late in life. I only caught it like when I was maybe about 10, 15 years ago, and I was like, wow, what is this? And all of a sudden the flavor just popped in my mouth, and I was like, this is so great.
I think it's exactly that. The way the flavor pops in your mouth, it's crisp, it's refreshing. It's mildly sweet, and it goes with so many other ingredients.
I always overcook this. Now, how long are we going to let this cook?
This is only going to cook just long enough to bring some heat to the salmon and take the chill off the vegetables. So it's only need to grill for maybe 1.5 to 2 minutes.
Do you turn it over? Do we flip it? Do we give it a little turn
We'll turn
here?
it over in a few more seconds when you try to get, the presentation nice.
Grilling. Let's, folks, the weather's been fabulous for grilling. Well, how do you recommend it? Like, for example, since the supermarket is where we buy it, how long do you cook them?
Well, if I were to grill asparagus like on an open flame outside, just take a Ziploc bag, a little olive oil and salt, rub it together, and just throw it right on the grill. No more than 3 minutes. I would never suggest cooking asparagus for more than 3 minutes, especially green asparagus, because you want your green asparagus al dente. White asparagus, on the other hand, needs to be peeled and must be cooked through because it's very fibrous.
Peeled and must be cooked through. So how long will we cook this for?
You would cook that for about 3.5 minutes.
Okay. Any reason why it's so expensive? And we were talking earlier. I don't know if you folks at home, right? It's up to $3 a pound. That, to me, it's a little rich, a little tough on my budget. But why do you think it's always that high?
Well, it's because the way it's grown, it requires 3 years to hit market maturity. So at any given point, a farmer has half of his fields taken up with asparagus that can't actually be sold.
Should we turn this over as we're talking? Yeah, you were talking some more about why the prices are so high.
So, and then when it comes to the thin varieties like the pencil asparagus, they're so delicate, a very stiff breeze, and they will just snap off. They need to be hand harvested. And then for the white asparagus, it needs to be grown under cover. It can't get any light to it. So it's it's kind of a hassle to grow, and then for it to hit market size also takes time.
What do you recommend is your best way you like to prepare asparagus? Say at home, and not at the restaurant.
I would just simply grill it.
Just grill it?
Just grill it and eat a plate full of it with some olive
Steamed?
oil.
I like to steam it with just a little bit of salt and pepper. I used to also like a little bit of Old Bay. I mean, that's just me.
Right.
How long should I steam it for?
Over a steamer, I would say 2 minutes, because you really don't want to overcook your asparagus. You want al dente with that the nice crunch that it has to it.
Are we ready?
Sure. You can take this off now. I'll make a quick lemon vinaigrette for it.
All right. Now, what do we do to dress it up?
We'll take the juice of half of a lemon.
Half of a lemon.
Some nice Spanish extra virgin olive oil.
Okay.
Whisk it up really quick.
And this is just more for the presentation, or does this add the flavor?
Well, because you want some acidity to cut the richness of the salmon, but the olive oil is nice and fruity, so that'll help blend flavors too. Just a quick drizzle.
All right. And I'm going
And a little chive, because...
A little chive. And I'm going to try
asparagus is in the onion family, actually, so a little chive reinforced the onion aspect.
And you make these at the restaurant all the time? Mm-hmm. Oh, man.
It's great for a brunch or a light appetizer.
Or just a quick thing to eat at home. I'm going to just try the asparagus. That's very good. I love the way the flavor kicks in, and it's so crispy, because I always overcook mine, which you should not do.
Right, just take time to, make sure you're all set up for it.
Thanks for joining us. The Vegetable King, Executive Chef Justin Rambo Garwood. Garwood from the Philadelphia Fish Company. Thanks so much for joining us. Our recipe, you've seen here today, log on to our website, cna.tv/your morning. More to come, going to take a quick break. It's really